Architectural Builder Supply is pleased to present you with this recording of the technical question that is listed in the title of this video.
This call may be monitored and recorded for quality assurance.
I have a project here that I'm trying to kind of figure out, and I have a Schlage commercial, old Schlage commercial mortise lock with a really nice bronze levers on it, and I want to use it in a residence, or at least I want the handles in the residence. But the mortise part of that lock is quite large, and I'm concerned that if I mortise that into the door frame, that the frame is going to lose its integrity where the stiles meet the rail.
Mortise what, the lock body into the style of the door?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, into the rails.
Well, into the stiles. The rails are horizontal.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. But where the rail meets the stile, excuse me. And so,
well, I didn't know that it was
like that mortise would. Pardon me.
I'd like to understand what we're dealing with. Is it a panel door that you have mid rails?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you believe that you're going to actually mortise so deep as to hit the rail?
Well, almost. The stiles are 4.5 inches wide, and the mortise would require. It's a Schlage, and it's I have the number here. It's 60. What is it? Anyway, it's a commercial lock set, with a deadbolt, and
what decade is it
so
from?
The mortise that's required is like 4.25 inches deep and about 6.25 inches tall. So to put that in this residential door seems to me it's going to make that joint very weak. I was wondering if there might be some other smaller mortise lock that could handle that square shaft that I could use these handles on instead of using that big commercial body.
Yeah, there is. But what decade is your lock from?
The 70s, 1970s. 74, as a matter of fact.
So I think that would be their K lock. It's the predecessor to the L series, and I bet I have an old catalog.
That'd be great if you did. In fact, if I could find a catalog and a picture, I'd like to find some more of these handles.
I'll send you my catalog of time machines too. We'll place a giant order for those. Any catalog I have is for the pursuit of intellectual curiosity and historical reenactment.
No, that's great. I actually called Schlage, and I kind of struck out there.
Oh, the people you were talking to weren't born in 1974.
No, that's true. In fact, he was going to pass it on to somebody else. Gosh, I'm kind of fumbling around here, but I was going to give you the number of the lock because I have it. But anyway, so it's large, and I was wondering if there might be some smaller mortise lock that could handle that square shaft.
Well, it could be manufactured, yes, is the answer. So really what you're looking for is a lock that will have a more narrow back set. That will take the diameter of the key stock that you have, which I don't know what it is, maybe 0.31.
5/16.
So 0.31. And it's easy stuff. It's super easy.
Well, you say it's super easy. So what's the process or the procedure? You say it could be manufactured?
I did say that, yes. It would have to be made. The lock body would have to be made for you to accept that Schlage trim.
Okay. Well, so that sounds like it might be involved. I don't know. Maybe it's simpler than I imagined, but
It's you and I aren't making it, so to us it's all easy. It's as easy as making up a piece of toast. Just push the button and wait.
Yeah, well, but you have to pay for it.
Well, that's understood. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. And so, okay, well, but I understand what you're saying is that this is not something that I could buy off the shelf. It would have to be made.
Most definitely.
Okay. And so the house. Oh, and also, I mean, is it? You think it's likely that anybody could ever find more of those handles if they searched long enough and knew some places to look?
Well, I mean, you can stumble into flea markets and estate sales and, garage sales and the online auction houses of the world. And I found a Chubb detector lock. And Chubb was an Englishman from the mid-18th century. And if there are three locks that are seminal in the development of the lock set in that period of human development, at least for the Anglo-Saxon peoples, this is one of the three seminal moments. And I literally found a Chubb lock last week.
You found a museum piece.
It's not. It's been tampered with. It's been refinished by an amateur, and I don't care about that. But yeah, it's. You go to the Mechanics Museum. You go to the American Society of Journeyman Mechanics. I forget their proper name in Manhattan or outside of London. Yeah, they've got a Chubb lock. So could you find more? Sure. Schlage is mid-century K locks with that real cool trim that they made back then. Not impossible, I wouldn't think. I don't have anything. I've got some stuff from the 50s from Schlage, but it is somewhat desirable because the name Schlage is so popular, so common. Walter Schlage was his name. And
well, I did think that if since it is a popular name and they sold a lot of locks, that this isn't. I mean, it might be rare because of its age, but they probably sold quite a few of them. But how you ever find them, I'm not sure. But
yeah,
it's not like the lock that you found, where there's only 3 in existence or something.
Oh no, it's not quite like that. It's one of the 3 paradigm shifts of development of the lock, of the type of lock that it is. So if I can find a Chubb, you should be able to find a 1974 K lock from Schlage.
Yeah, well, that's possible. I don't care about the lock so much as I do the handles.
They had some really beautiful trim back then. They
did, I think, and so.
Now, luckily, we live now in a bit of a Renaissance period. I'm certainly not encouraging you to look at the stuff that's made today, but Schlage doesn't have just 6 choices anymore. They've got 3 dozen choices of levers, if not more. The issue is they don't have that. They don't have that design. It's modern.
No.
Nothing quite that elegant. And levers were certainly less common back then. And in fact, the mortise lock bodies weren't really intended for those. I don't even know if they changed the springs in them at all to handle the different leverage that will sag that spring.
Yeah, I couldn't say. I mean, it looks like a pretty substantial lock body to me, but then I'm not a lock guy, so. But I was concerned about, like I've seen old antique mortise locks that were used in old homes, but they're, again, like you say, the springs in them you may not handle the weight of that lever handle, and they're pretty lightweight.
It absolutely
I
will
didn't
not.
know.
And those locks that you're referring to are generally a different platform of lock called a lever tumbler lock. If you go back to the antebellum period, you're going to find a lot of those locks in major cities: New York, Detroit, Chicago.
Yeah.
But that stuff is, going to have a lot more mileage on it.
Oh yeah.
And might be difficult to repurpose. I think the low-hanging fruit is to consider a mortise lock that will have a very narrow back set of something about 2 or 2 1/4 inch, so that you can locate 2 1/4 inch, I would say, so that you can locate your cylinder almost in the center of that style. And it won't appear to be in the center because your stop from the push face will encroach into that space, so it will look like it's biased towards the stop a little bit. But if you open up the door, if you've got a 4.5 style, it'll be dead on. And then the overall depth of that lock body is not more than 1 inch, more than that. And they should be able to make the hub so they'll take your Schlage spindle and put your holes in the case so that they will accommodate the fact that you'll have to through bolt that trim. A cost of a lock like that is going to be probably $350, $450, something in that range. Wouldn't exceed that, but you still need the cylinder. You still need a thumb turn. So at the end of the day, you get a rust-free '69 Skylark, but you just put a brand new Corvette or Camaro engine into it. So you can expect it to run like a reliable car. The inners are brand new, modern technology. The outside stuff makes it look vintage. So it's an option.
Yeah, well, but I still have to find the handles.
Oh, I thought you already had them.
Oh, I'm talking about, I have one set of handles.
How many doors do you have to do?
I've got 3 exterior and 4 interior.
What does the handle look like?
I can send you a picture.
I'd love to see it. Tell me your
in
email.
In fact, and I have not. Pardon me.
If you tell me your email, I'll send you one that you can reply to.
Oh, good. I am John Harms, male.
Architectural Builders Supply hopes you have enjoyed this program. Again, thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up. Please subscribe and maybe even send the video to someone that you know. Thank you.